Hey everyone, and welcome to Talk Daily. My name is Eddie, and today we're going to be talking about an article that's courtesy of Motor Trend and the Inevitable, presented by Volvo, written by Mr. Frank Marcus, writer, motor staff, and photographer. Why am I bringing this article? I think it's really fascinating read. I would have a link to this article in the description below of this video for you guys to check it out. But the thing about this article I find fascinating, yeah, the title is EV versus gas, 1,000 mile, they're talking about the range of these vehicles and their journey they did with different vehicles. And it's a great read. I'm not going to read it phrase by phrase. I'm going to skip forward to my favorite part of this whole thing. Again, there's a lot of amazing information. For example, I talk about the Nissan Leaf lacking the $1,690 quick charge option. So they're talking about like, okay, why Nissan doesn't have that. And there's a lot of good data, but here's my favorite part of the whole article is when you go down, you get to this data. I love it. And I'll just kind of get to the point real quick here. They're basically what they're saying. Okay, here's the vehicle. On the left hand side, you have the vehicle, for example, the Audi e-tron, and then they have the EPA highway range in miles, and then next to it, they have the DC fast charging time, how long it took to charge the vehicle. And the lowest state of charge was 5%, the highest state was 80. As we all know, going over 80% of the charging your battery, that requires trickle charging. It's very slow. And most of the time, you're going to go between that very low, 5% to 80. Above 80, that's what you do like overnight. You leave it overnight to be charged. And then the time to first stop, how many hours? Took them 3 hours to reach that 5%, the low state, and then they had to charge it. And the time between stop was 2.4 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. And number of stops required were 5. And total time at stops, minimum and 2 asterisks is 40. And if you go down there, usually when they have asterisks, they kind of explain to you the asterisks, including time spent slowing, parking, charging, paying, accelerating back to 70. Wow. Okay, that's what the 2 asterisks. Again, I really highly recommend you guys read it and take a look at it. If you own one of these vehicles, it's very interesting to see how it did. For example, the BMW i3 is a very popular vehicle. You can see the range is 136.4, and DC fast charging took 34 minutes, and that was from zero, not from 5%. That's from zero to 80%, and the time at first stop was 1.9 hours. Anyway, so it's very interesting to see how these vehicles do with each other. You can see the Chevy Bolt. It did 235 miles. Not bad. It went from 4% to 80%. It took about DC fast charging time 6. That took a long time, 70 minutes. There's a lot of, again, it does a Ford Mustang that with extended range. And you can tell, like when you look at these vehicles, you can see that the smaller cars don't have the range. You can see that when a car has all-wheel drive, it suffers in the range. The car has a bigger wheels. Also has deducted range due to the excess mass in the wheels. So there you go. For example, they're talking about the wheels, 21-inch wheels compared to 19-inch wheels. You can see the range, it's humongous range difference from 451 to 250 miles just because you have 19-inch wheels. And that was Lucid Air. The Nissan Leaf. I like this vehicle. I like the Nissan Leaf, but you could see that it's no quick charging option. It took a long time to charge it, and I think that is kind of realistic without a quick charge. 240 minutes. 240. That's a long time. That's a long time to charge your car. That's almost the same. I mean, that's really unfortunate because if you look, yeah, that's in time, in minutes, yeah. I mean, less than a minute per mile. And that's from 5% to 80%. And requires a lot of stop to reach. Yeah, that was unfortunate for the Nissan Leaf because it doesn't have the quick charge option. This one has a quick charging option. It requires 60. The 40 kilowatt per hour, that was 40. So, again, it depends. And I really, really, you have to get the quick charging option unless that vehicle, the Nissan Leaf, is something that you are in your routine, the scheduled routine, where you plug it in and you know that I'm not going to use it for the next X amount of hours. I don't know, 12 hours. Anyway, so And the Polestar 2 also had a good range. The Porsche did great again because they have the volume to the capacity to have the range. Everything was above 200. Nothing really was low. The Teslas did amazingly well. The Tesla Model 3, again, 333.8 miles, and that's the all-wheel drive, and that's from 20 to 80%. And the time is 20 minutes. Tesla Model 3 performance. So again, look at this data. If you own this vehicle, it's very interesting read. The Tesla Model S long range. Look at the range, 387. That's pretty much like a gasoline car, and the time it required 20 minutes to go from 20 to 80. That's fantastic. It only required 3 stops to do 1,000 mile. We're getting there, folks. We are getting there. We are getting there. And again, that's another example of, you can see the wheels, the 19-inch wheels on a Tesla Model S compared to Tesla Model S performance. You know, the 21-inch wheel, the range drops significantly. I would not go with 21-inch wheels. Why anybody wants 21-inch wheels for what? Just to pay more for tires? 19 are very. You can get very good like rubber for the road for 19-inch wheels. You can get like top of the line if you want like sticky tires or whatever. You can 19. It's fine. You know, it's not like 16. There's a lot of option tires for that rim size. So I wouldn't. 21 seems to be excessive, but hey, if that's your thing, why not? If it looks pretty, I mean, again, the range doesn't suffer that much. It's not like 100 mile difference, but it's significant. The Tesla Model S Plaid. Look at the range. That's 20-inch wheels, and that's the Plaid one, and it's wow. Good job, Tesla. All of Tesla vehicle, they did very well, and that's from 20 to 80. That I don't know why it's 20 though. If you see everyone else is at 5%, so it's kind of hard for me to compare them because the numbers here will change. If this was at 5% to 80, I would definitely, it will be way more than 30 minutes. So I don't know why they did it the way they did it. Same thing with the Volvo. Well, no, see, the Volkswagen, they went from 5 to 80%, and the time was 40 minutes. So I don't know why they did it in that manner. I think it's just trying to get that range. By the time they drove that much, how much battery they had left. I don't know. But anyways, it's very interesting data to take a look at. If you own one of these vehicles and your numbers do vary from what they have here, Motor Trend, let us know in the description below. And let us know if this stuff makes you excited. Are you willing to jump to the electric right now and get yourself a vehicle and use it daily for commuting? If you're already doing so, how is that turning out for you? And is there plenty of DC fast charging route where your commute is? Or if not, let us know. And as always, thank you for watching and take care. And I'll see you next time. Be safe out there. Bye bye.